I don't even remember the year that you and I met. I know exactly when we met. I went to your guys' old apartment in the city. 2013. My gosh, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. You look just about the same, Cris. You're doing great. So like you had 2 kids and you've handled it so well.
Cris Productions has been celebrating its 20th year, and I've been trying to find a way to highlight the people that have been a part of its journey thus far. And this first episode highlights a person who I didn't know wanted to be an actor. I met him, he was like a +1 at a private screening that I was holding at my apartment. We first got a chance to work with Vince on my brother Desmond's short film, The Disruption. I'm actually pretty inspired by Vince's story. Some parts of it I didn't even know. So let's take a look at his creative journey.
And so that moment we went over your place to see a screening of, what show was it? Same Coin? No, not Same Coin. Common Threads, that's right. So we went to go see this screening and Desmond opened the door for me. And the first thing he said to me was, "Are you an actor?" And that must have appealed to my narcissistic side because I never let that go. Like that idea just stuck in my head. And the only real avenue that I had into the film industry was, you know, these loose aspirations of becoming a director and writing. And so that was the first time that somebody presented the idea of they could see me on camera. And then fast forward however much time later, Desmond approaches me with the idea of The Disruption that you guys were producing together. And for The Disruption, there's this character who I believe was Jason or Jose? Jason? Okay, Jason. Nailed it first try. Nailed it first try. I remember one of the things he told me was Jason shares an intimate scene with our male lead. And I'm like, okay, like what kind of intimacy are we talking about? And I remember like being apprehensive. One, I was much younger. I was much more closed off. And 2, this was my first, this is the first time anybody asked me to act in anything. And so I was very apprehensive. I was not sure about it. I was flattered, but I said, you know, I think I'm gonna pass ultimately. Fast forward a year later, Desmond reaches out to me and tells me, the guy that we had put into that role, it's not working out. And he told me, hey, like when I wrote this character, I had you in mind. And here I thought, well, what are the chances that you would be asked twice on one project, a year apart from each other? And to me, that was an opportunity that I'm so thankful that I took because I did say yes to that. And I can always clearly remember the first scene that we shot was that hallway scene, and the entire cast and crew is watching. My first scene in anything, and this is what it is. I remember before I really studied any type of techniques, I was still going through some type of preparation for the role, and I just remember completing that scene and feeling just a rush, man. I felt a rush. Can we do that again forever? And I remember Andrea, Desmond's friend, whose house we shot at, I'm giving all the shout outs today because I remember he came up to me and he told me like, man, that was incredible. Like, you know, what kind of work have you done before? And I remember thinking, or telling him like, this was my first scene like I've ever shot, period. And yeah, that was really a moment where I felt like if I could get paid to do this, this is the most fun I could have doing a job. And I feel that every single time I'm on set. This never feels like work because I'm always having such a good time. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I was always very dramatic and like brooding and by myself, but I never had those moments of like wanting to be like looked at or anything. I was the type, like, I skipped out on my yearbook photos because I hated being on camera. It just wasn't anything that I was interested in. And so, yeah, I think my mom's just happy that I have a job, you know, like it got to a point like, well, I'm sorry, it got to a point where my mom just like accepted that, you know, perhaps I won't be a doctor or a lawyer. And she's like, okay, my son is, well, he's quite heavily tattooed now. I wonder what kind of jobs he's gonna get. And so she's just happy that I'm working and that I'm happy, which is the most important, which I am. This is the most happy I've ever been, I think. So.
Well, that bitch is fucking lucky I wasn't drunk.
Babe, it wasn't even that serious. She was in a fucking wheelchair. Probably hasn't gotten any in a while.
Okay, yeah, she probably would have rolled right into that bathroom and tried to suck your dick if I wasn't grilling her.
Wheelchair head?
It's like a heart.
I loved Katie. I thought she was great. We're still connected online. We don't talk as much, but every now and again, you know, hey husband, how's it going? And I love it. It was just such a good time.
I'm just a bachelor, looking for a partner, someone who knows how to ride without even falling off.
But the dynamic in that quartet was so fun, so comical. That might have been like one of the funniest sets I've been in. Just the three of them are just so brilliant and funny.
Twinkle, twinkle,
twinkle,
little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
I was not on that level, like being there, and so like I appreciated that because they kind of pulled me up a little bit, you know, and like gave me things to aspire towards, and yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Hey, sorry about last night. Did you get into any trouble?
No. Aaliyah helped me clean up any trace of a party. Wasn't really that hard. Other than the bathroom you tried to redecorate. Guess it wasn't much of a party.
People had fun. You gotta stop being so hard on yourself, Lexi. You know what you need?
Jose, what the fuck? My mom could come out here like any second.
You know she's just up there watching her Lifetime shows. Let's just hit this right quick and chill.
That was the first time I wore a do-rag. I tied it incorrectly. You decided to tell me like after we filmed the shoot because you thought it was funnier that I tied it incorrectly. I was a little embarrassed.
Oh,
Lexi,
God.
where you been, girl? I was just thinking about you.
Jose, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What the fuck? Y'all are nasty!
No, it's not. It's not like that. Fuck. Jose, we have to clean this up.
No, girl, we gotta clean you up first. Jose, move.
What?
Lexi needs to shower. Like ASAP.
I can help.
You can get the fuck out the way.
Alright, fuck it.
Gave me a chance to like channel in just the sleaziest nature that I have, and just such a fun character, dude. So fun, so funny. And I remember reading scripts of where the story would have went and thinking that episode would have been hilarious. No spoilers.
Fuck. You're intoxicating. I could see why you're the top bitch.
Hey, don't let Penny hear you say that.
Oh, what's she gonna do, huh? Speaking of which, how the fuck long a shower do you need to take, girl?
You told me Gary is a pimp. Here are your lines. And that's all I had to go off of. And so I went in there and I did what I did. It worked out that I had just broken my tooth a couple weeks before, and so Gary was toothless, probably because of heavy cocaine use and just being an overall miscreant. My experience on that set, even though it was short, was maybe more profound than I would have thought.
What the fuck? Fucking knife. No! Let go of the fucking knife! What is wrong with you?
Fuck you!
Me and Nicole, shout out Nicole, are really good friends. We both live in Jersey City. I just hung out with her this past week. We get coffee, we talk, we sit across from each other, we talk projects, what we want to do with ourselves, how to get there. And I really appreciate having somebody like that in my life. And I've just overall met so many great people through you, through the projects that we've worked on. I got into modeling because I needed headshots for acting, because I needed headshots for the disruption. And so it started off with me asking a buddy, would you take photos of me? He did. I posted it, maybe threw some hashtags on it, and then from there, other photographers started hitting me up. It was very popular in New York where there was these photography meetups, and it would be like 100 photographers there and like 100 models, and people would like take over Central Park, and it would just be portraits. And there's a couple big accounts over there, two that come to the top of my head is one, Pursuit of Portraits, and then there's Portraits NYC. And from there, that was like my first attempt at networking and like meeting people. And it started off with me just taking free photos, like collaborative type photos for my portfolio. And then from there it became paid work. And gosh, like just about anything you could think of that you can sell, I've modeled for it. And I can always pinpoint that start to like us working together on the disruption and me needing headshots, and that's what pushed me in that direction. It's an interesting world because I'm not signed with an agency. I'm not interested in being a model. Like, I don't think that's feasible for me. It's also not where like my passion is necessarily. But similarities would be being on a set together with everyone and creating, meeting people. I feel like there is different preparation when it comes to the two. Like with modeling, it's more of a physical preparation, just make sure you're looking right, you're taking care of yourself, you brush your damn teeth, Acting preparation is like a whole other beast, like acting prep, like the preparation for acting is 95% of the work. When you get on set, that's when it all comes out, With modeling, I never feel like I need to be that prepared, which is like pretty awful, but like it's true. Like I feel pretty good, like just showing up on set, and especially any hand modeling gigs that I get. Aside from like getting manicures, I'm like my face isn't even in it. I could just look disheveled beyond compare. Like great, let's do this.
Stop! You're gonna get a little wet.
Isn't that the point? Look, buddy, it's okay. Relax.
Teaching is interesting. I work with kids. They're 5, 6 years old. Like, so they're like kids. And it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of improv, and just overall being light on your feet and having creative conversations. And a lot of times in school, it's like these moments are they're just popping up. And to me, and to, you know, you, any adult, you might see these issues and think, okay, they're silly. But these kids, like, they're real feelings. They're really going through this. And so I try to give them 100% undivided attention. And now that I'm talking about it, in many ways, like, that is the core of acting, which is just listening to somebody. It's just being receptive to what they're saying and responding honestly in real time. And that's the majority of my job, is listening to kids.
Cam, what the fuck is going on with you, man?
Cameron, what the fuck, dude?
Get out!
Let me help you!
Yeah, I think any skills that you develop, if you are good and proficient in them, you can use those skills in many avenues of your life.
What's up, girly?
Oh my God!
Hey, you know, I thought this was your car. We had a lot of good times in here, didn't we? You know, with hotboxing and...
Jose, I have to go to work.
Okay, but like, you can't just hit me back. I know your number hasn't changed.
I've just been very busy getting ready for law school.
I haven't seen Stoner Lexi in some time, and I thought that we could find some time to chill. Your husband could come too.
Okay, see, this is exactly why
I'm just fucking around. Zeke's cool. I never had any problems with him.
Jose, I'm gonna need you to get out of my car. I really am gonna be late.
I don't know why you're being so weird about this.
Do you feel that you're still in pursuit of success, or do you feel like you have achieved?
Oh, I'm here.
enough?
Yeah, I'm here, dude.
Right.
I'm here. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm doing what I love. I'm meeting great people. Opportunities keep presenting themselves. The opportunities keep getting bigger and more intricate. And I see what you're saying, because we live in this time with social media where it's like a constant comparison to others. And obviously, being in this field, a lot of the people that I'm connected with, they're doing what I want to do. But I don't get like sad or jealous. I just get inspired.